Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. So in today's video, I am going to be doing a tutorial focusing on the eyes. Going to be showing you guys how I blend my eyeshadow when I am doing colorful looks and all that good stuff. And yeah. Also, disclaimer, I do have my fan on. You guys, I literally turned my fan off for 2 seconds and I already started to feel sweat coming up on my upper lip. So I do apologize if you guys can hear my fan. It's literally on the lowest setting, so hopefully it doesn't make too much of noise, but I do apologize if you guys do hear it. With lighting and with us being in the midst of summer, it's just a hot mess, and I really wanted to create this content for you guys, so I feel like let's get into it. So for today's tutorial, I'm going to be using the Carnival XL Pro palette by Stacey Marie MUA. Obviously, you guys don't need to have such expensive palettes. Well, it's affordable now thanks to Poise Co. These palettes retail for 1,050 Rand. I paid a lot more for this palette. A good few hundred rands more. And they have the Tahiti palette as well, which I really want to get as well, so I can't wait till they stock that. And yeah, I also have my Jaclyn Hill volume 2 palette on standby because this is also a really colorful palette. I feel like if you guys want your pigment to stand out, you're gonna need to invest in a more decent palette. Yeah, there's no better way to say that. If you really want your color to be, you know, you're gonna have to invest in a really good palette. So that's why I decided to invest in these palettes, even though I do have my James Charles as well. Okay, so since it's Vlogmas and since it's Christmas, I kind of want to create like a really burgundy burnt oxblood smoky eye. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna start off with the P. Louise Basic Brights eyeshadow base in the shade Rude Boy Red. This is what this looks like, and I learned this technique from Mama Mitchell. I think I did a video on this a while ago as well. And yeah, we're gonna get into it. I'm just gonna pop this color on the back of my hand. Do I have a small enough brush is the question. Okay, I think I'm gonna go in with this small Beauty by Zah brush. Just gonna pick this up. I don't have any eyeshadow base on my lid right now. I just have concealer on my brow bone, but no actual eyeshadow base on the lid. I mean, this P. Louise base is an eyeshadow base, so I'm just going to... Oh, this is very pigmented. So I want to do like a halo eye. It kind of has like a wing to it. So I'm just going to apply this to my crease. And using these eyeshadow bases just helps like make your eyeshadows like, what's the word? Pack on better, you know. I'm also going to take this on my lower lash line. We want the intensity to be the same on the lower lash line. Just going halfway in. I'm also using this brush to kind of apply and blend out that eyeshadow base. It does set to an extent. Honestly, I'm just winging this. I just thought I want to do something Christmassy, so we're gonna go through the process. This is why like I want to do the rest of my face off of camera and just like go through the process of blending eyeshadow with you guys. And if I do happen to get into a mishap or do something crazy along the way, then I can do it on camera and you guys can figure it out when you guys are doing it as well. Because I mean, when you're working with colorful eyeshadows, there's always something that happens that you never accounted for. Whether it's the blending or the colors or something to that effect. Y'all know what I mean, y'all who have tried colorful vibes. Is it just me or do I feel like I have more space on this side, like between my lid and my brow bone? I do have more space. Who approved my face to look non-symmetrical like this up there? I want to know. I just want to have a conversation. Now, do you need these colorful bases? No. Will it give you a better effect? Yes. So because we're doing a halo, you guys can see I'm taking it all the way from the inner corner to outer corner of the eye. Okay, so next we're going to go in with this hot pink right here. This is called Funky. And I'm going to take this on my brush just a little bit and towards the edges of this eyeshadow base. I'm just going to blend it. All the way from inner corner to outer corner of the eye. I'm just using just a little bit. You guys can already see the difference. Just creating that blend between the red shade. Next we're going to go in with the shade In Lust, which is this one right here. It's almost very similar to the base that we used on the eye. Just going to take this on this brush. It's kind of like flattish. This is also from Beauty by Zara. It doesn't have any like names or anything. And I'm going to take this into the crease. And also blend it slightly upwards into that hot pink funky shade. Ooh, do you guys already see what a big difference that made? Crazy. Also, I just went in with one swipe and it literally did the things. While I'm here, I'm also going to just put some of this on the lower lash line. I will go back in and blend it out and all of that. But just in case it creases, we want to make sure we are sorted. I mean, it probably is less likely to crease, but with my eyeballs, you just never know. Also, if you guys want to like sit down and practice this eye look, now's the perfect time to do so, because we're going to be taking our time to create this eye look. I'm going to be taking you guys through the process. I didn't plan this eyeshadow look beforehand, like I said, so if I do hit flops here and there, we're going to experience it together, you know what I mean? Okay, so next we want to deepen up this eye look because we're going to be doing a halo. We want to have some depth, some dimension, some you know what I mean? So I'm going to go in with the shade Reckless, which is this shade right here, and I'm going to pick this up in the Morphe M152 brush and just pack this on the outer corner of the eye. And also, while I'm packing it on the outer corner of the eye, I'm going to blend it into the crease. You can also sort of pull this color out just a little bit. And then I'm also going to take a little bit of that just right on the outer corner of the eye, because you want to kind of make sure the top matches the bottom. And then I'm also going to go in. Now, the size of your brushes matter a lot when it comes to really finessing your eyeshadow and making it look a certain way. So then I'm going to go in the inner corner of the eye, pack it right on the lid, lower down than the transition shades. And then just gonna connect it in the crease. Now I do feel like I maybe want to create a halo in the center, of the lids. I'm just gonna take the brush that I had that pink eyeshadow on, just connect the lower lash line, not make it look too messy though, because we still want it to look like put together. And then I'm gonna take some right on the inner corner here, so we're gonna be creating like a halo. And then also going back and forth, blending this Reckless shade. Gonna go back in with that shade that I had the In Lust shade on, and I'm just gonna make sure that there are no harsh lines. We're blending it, we're finessing it. Okay, I'm just gonna do the Reckless on the other eye as well. Also, when you're working with colorful eyeshadows, like really take your time. There's no rush. Really take your time, get that blend right, get the precision correct. I feel like a lot of the time when you're in a rush, that's where like everything tends to look muddy. Oh, what is happening to the birds? They don't sound happy. Don't know if you guys can actually hear the birds outside. In Lust, just blend out any harsh lines. Now if you need to go back in to these colors, by all means go back into the color, blend it out, you know, do what you gotta do. Always go back in, blend out where you need to. Don't feel shy, you can add more product if needed. And this is the time you would do that for the In Lust shade. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with Pillow Talk on my eyebrows. Now this is a really good beginner tip. Pillow Talk is this really nice like nude shade. It's right here. Now if you feel like your blend is going up too high on the brow bone, set it with a matte highlight shade. So you guys can see it just created like a nice sort of brow highlight. I'm gonna go back into Funky and just take this on my lower lash line, all the way from inner corner to outer corner of the eye. You can have a bake down here if you want to. I don't feel like I need one, just because there's not much fallout with these eyeshadows. They're just so pigmented, they stick really well, so I don't feel like I need a bake down there. So just gonna take the Funky shade down there, and then I'm gonna go in with a lighter shade. So at this point you could go in with like another light pink. I want to bring some warmth into this look, so I think I'm gonna take a yellow. So I'm gonna go in with Keen, which is this right here. Now I know you guys are probably thinking, Sanesh, where is the space for you to go in with this color? Don't worry, you see this teeny tiny brush? We're gonna make the space. So this is the E36 blending brush from Sigma, and I'm picking up a little bit of Keen, and I'm gonna take it right along the perimeters of this look, all the way from inner corner to outer corner. So you can kind of skip out this area right here, like this area, because it's gonna touch your brow bone. Sometimes I'll just like hit that area just so that it's like consistent, but if it's touching your brow bone, you can totally like not stress out about it. Do you guys see like what a beautiful blend that creates with just that little bit of yellow? I'm not going in with a heavy hand, just like the lightest hand. So this is what the eye looks like. If you want to, you can take a blending brush and just go lightly over the eye area just a few times, just to make sure everything is nicely blended, nice and seamless. I'm happy with the way this looks so far. You guys can see there's no product on my actual lids. Like wherever we put the eyeshadow base is where we put product, and that's because we want to minimize the amount of product we're putting on the actual lids. So I'm gonna go in with my P. Louise eyeshadow base, and I'm gonna go in with this Morphe M224 brush, guys. The James Charles brush set, honestly, it's worth investing in. It really is worth investing in. I think I paid a decent price for this brush set because I bought it from a decently priced reseller, you know. So we're gonna go in and cut the crease at this point, and I kind of want to cut the crease at a good point. Because when my lid opens, I don't want anything to like smudge, you know. So I'm just gonna pat this down the center. I'm gonna take a clean blending brush and just blend either corners. You can use your finger. I just want to use a blending brush so that everything's nice and clean. So at this point I'm not stressed that the eyeshadow base is changing color, because I am going to cover it up with another eyeshadow anyway. And while this is wet, I'm going to set it, and I'm going to be using Gold Luxe, which is this shade right here. I'm going to take my favorite brush for packing on eyeshadow. This is the Morphe M124. And I'm just going to set the center of the lid. Okay, so then I'm gonna go in with In Lust, and I'm just gonna hug the highlight shade from either corner. I'm just using like stamping motions. Don't ask me why, but the left halo always turns out better. Like, what in the world? Like, look at how easy that was also. Like, huh? I don't understand why we just can't be blessed with the ability to do the same thing. Look, just look at that. It's perfect. I don't understand. I'm trying to figure it out, and I just can't. Okay, so then I'm gonna go back into Gold Luxe. I feel like this is the perfect like champagne-y shade. It's not too gold, it's not too bronze, and I'm just gonna put that in the center. Like so. And then I'm gonna go in with In Lust and then just blend out. Do you see how if I had to block out this area, you just see how it's just there, whereas if you have that shade next to it, it almost like makes it a little bit more like subtle, you know? It's like blending really well. I don't know, am I making sense? I really hope I'm making sense, guys, because wow. If you felt like you maybe covered up the champagne-y shade a bit too much, you can go back in with your brush and just like tap and pat to just like bring back that curler, you know, bring back that intensity. Oh my god, this is looking so good so far, and I feel like it has that really burnt reddish vibe that we're going for, you know what I mean? So if you want to, you can go in and add a little bit of eyeshadow base down below here. I like a subtle highlight in the center, so you see, just a little subtle, just because for my eye shape, like if I go in with something heavy, it just doesn't work out really well. So I'm gonna go in, just take Gold Luxe on the bottom lash line. Vibes. We like it? I like it. I think it's bomb. Now with this sort of eye shape, you can go in and highlight your inner tear ducts if you want to. I don't want to. I feel like with a halo, the spotlight is supposed to be in the center of the lid. So if you go in with a highlight in the corner of the eye, it kind of like draws away from the center of the lid. This is just by experience. If you guys like that vibe, by all means, you can customize this to your taste, boo boo, okay? Okay, so I am happy with the way this looks right now. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of brow gel. This one's from Mr. Price, Scarlet Hill. And I'm just gonna brush my brow hairs up and out of the way. I am probably not gonna go in with winged eyeliner on this look because we already gave ourselves that cat eye sort of illusion. So I'm gonna go in with some mascara. This is the Revlon Sophia's mascara. Just coat my top and bottom lashes. Now, a few tips for you guys, because I know at some point you feel like it's a bit too messy, but you have to trust the process. Really just trust the process and keep working at it. And even if you don't like it the first time, you can wipe makeup off. You can wipe it off and try again. That is the beauty of makeup. Okay, so for lips, we're gonna go in with something nude. As always, I'm gonna start off with my MAC Plum lip liner. And I'm just gonna line my lips. Okay, so for lips, I'm gonna go in with MAC Whirl. Whirl is a nude, but it's like a brownie pink, as opposed to the lighty, as opposed to the lighter pinky nudes. I feel like this combination works so well together. You guys can go in with lighter nudes if you would wish. I just feel like this is a really stunning combination. And for lashes, I'm going to be going in with my Hebe Beauty lashes in the style Ocean. Honestly, Ocean is that style of lash that just goes with every single dramatic look. Even like any look, even just on its own. Ocean is the girl she thinks she is. And I initially loved Nefertiti, but when you have detailed eye looks like this, Ocean doesn't cover any of that up. It like really lets the eyeshadow shine through. So I'm gonna go in with Ocean. Okay everyone, so this is the finished eye makeup look. I have to say, I really love how this turned out. I think it's so pretty. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video where we just focus on the eyes, especially when there's a lot more detail that goes into the eyes. I want to do more tutorials like this because I feel like when there's a full tutorial, by the time you get to the eyes, you're just like tired, you know? You might as well just jump straight into it. But yeah, I really love the way this look turned out. I hope that you guys at least attempt to recreate it for Christmas or anything festive happening. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Comment down below, let me know what you think. I really enjoyed creating this from scratch. I honestly had no idea when I started this video and I sat down. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I just know I want to create something colorful. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to slay all day, every day with and without makeup. I hope you guys are enjoying Vlogmas thus far. I am pre-filming a lot of videos, so I do apologize if I have fallen off the bandwagon with regards to the Slay Squad member of the day. It's just hard to keep track of, but once we get back into the swing in the new year, I promise I will get back into it. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to slay all day, every day with and without makeup, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye bye.